UCF Jaguar, the #1 channel for Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. And we gotta keep it hype. Represent it for life. You know how we do it. Woo! Hey. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars, too much for your crew to handle. Keep it lit, and this is the #1 YouTube channel by UCF Jaguar. Yeah, we about to blast off. If you been a fan, then this is the dopest platform. Yeah, never hold back. Gotta represent for the teal and black. Breaking news, live streams, post-game videos, yeah, all that. Gotta keep it hype for show. You know how we reppin', serving L's to the Colts, to the Titans, and the Texans. Yeah, stay tuned for more. You can feel the energy for sure. UCF about to hold it down. Subscribe, come and check it out. University of Central Florida. After graduating, he was inspired. Made the channel, had to make it happen. Bringing you the news and gon' take it higher. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Okay, Duval, that teal and black, where you at? Got it hype, all the fans, and we don't know how to act. Duval, and that's for life, get it right. UCF Jaguar, right now you should come subscribe. This the spot where it's poppin', really ain't a better option. You can check it any minute, all the games he be watching, yeah. So if you wanna stay up in the mix, don't nobody do it like this, yeah. You don't wanna miss all the real fans, you can't resist. Let's go. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Hey, UCF Jaguar, represent for life, baby. Hey, make sure you subscribe. We gon' keep it live. Let's go.
What is going on, everybody? Hold on. Yeah, I'm live. Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back into another live stream. A very, very impromptu live stream right here for you guys. But just knew I come on here, man. I was like, it's just we're so desperate for content right now. There's nothing going on with the Jaguars. Maybe I should just go on here and pop a quick live stream, man. But we'll give some shout outs to people in the chat. Jack City Boy was the first one in here. What's up, man? Ace Sharpshooter, Jag all the way was second now. He was third on my screen. But we don't want to go back into who comments before other people. We don't want to revisit that whole issue. Sea Breacher, what's up, man? Robert Jesus, I needed this. I'm so bored right now. Yeah, that's how it is right now. Davis Football, what's up, man? Trevor Lawrence is in the dude. What's up, Trevor? Yo, Trevor Lawrence, you wanna hop on the show real quick? Stanley Pig, what is going on, my man? We got the Men in Teal podcast in here. What's up? What's up, boys? Welcome in here, man. David Bryant says, holler, holler, everyone. What's up, man? What's up, Colt? Yeah, what's up, Brandon? What is up, James? Yeah, so I'm right there with you guys, man. Like, I am just very, very bored right now. There's nothing going on with the Jaguars, and at this point, we've pretty much talked about everything we can talk about. So now we're just pretty much just talking in circles on a lot of things. But How is Bo, the GOAT? Bo is great. Bo is under me right now. I wish I could show you guys easier, but then I'd have to twist my camera off of the screen. It would be a whole mess. So, guys, I am doing a call-in show tonight. That's why I'm doing this, man. I'm like, you know what? I've talked enough. I said what I need to say. Now I'm kind of giving you guys a chance to kind of get on the platform. Let us know how you guys are feeling about things. You know, this is going to be more so your show. So I'm going to do that probably at around 9:15 or 9:20. I want to kind of talk to you guys just a little bit. Brandon Keese with the Duval emojis. Dude, yeah, guys, throw out if you're in here, man, if you're a member in here, man, throw out those emojis. I definitely love that. I think my favorite one is the long Jaguar, the 2 emoji thing. I think that's pretty cool. Biggs904, what's up, man? Jerry Brown, what's up, man? The admin of Jaguars Let's Go, the Facebook page. I don't have it. I usually have you in the description of my videos, not this one because I just used the same description as a couple months ago. This is very last minute. I was like, you know what? I'll go live tonight. So that's what happened. And by the way, are you guys getting notifications for these? Just out of curiosity, because I've been hearing that the notifications have been a little bit sketchy, and I have 29 people I think in here right now. Which isn't usually, usually I'm a little bit high. I'm not complaining, but usually I'm a little bit higher than that. So let me know. You guys are getting, okay, cool. You guys are getting emojis. I think people are just bored right now. I know me, myself, I mean, I haven't even been in tune with Jaguars really coverage. Just, it's June, July. It's the boringest months for sure. Brett Zimmerman says Trevor Lawrence is going to help turn his franchise around. We haven't been this hyped since the 2017 season. Dude, same here. Well, I haven't been hyped since 2018. 2018, coming off the 2017 season, I was very, very hype. But then soon after we went 3-1, that came all the way back down. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited because, even if we don't do that good, even if we do like 6-11, at least we have our quarterback and we have our head coach. You know what I mean? We're not in this whole limbo of like, okay, what are we gonna do? A head coach? Who are some top candidates next year? What's going on about that? Zach Lyon says, man, I commented 20 times so far tonight. Say my name, damn it. There you go, Zach Lyon. There you go. There's your shout out, man. Since you commented 20 times so far tonight. I got you, man. I got you. Sorry, man. A lot of comments flying through here, but I got you, bro. Bolts Reality. Let's go. Here we go. 10-7. That's what I'm hoping for, man. Hey, I know a lot of people are like, oh, 5-12, 6-11. You know what? Playoffs are bust for me, man. Let's go to the playoffs. Why not? Why not? Brandon says, do you think the Tebow makes a team? I think he ultimately does. At first I wasn't, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are really hyping him up, and I don't know, a lot of times stuff comes out of the tea leaves. Maybe some stuff out of the building is kind of leaking out, and maybe he does make it. But I'm excited for him. I'll be rooting for him because at the end of the day, it'll help out our team, man. David Bryan says, I give Tebow a 50-50 chance to make the team. I'm probably about the same. A says, you think we should trade for Ertz? I mean, I would say yes, but the thing is the Jaguars had so many opportunities to get a tight end, and they just haven't. And, like, Ertz is at the tail end of his career. He's going to want to go to a team that, is probably definitely going to make the playoffs next year. I think him looking at our situation, I don't think that, he's going to say, oh, Jacksonville, they're going to turn around this year. They're going to go. I don't think that he would want to go to Jacksonville. Just my thoughts. Gator Chomp says, I'm going to try to make a trip to Jacksonville this upcoming season from Arizona and go to LA against the Rams. Hell yeah. Just a lot of people are asking me which games I'm going to. The only games I'm locked into right now are the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle and the Houston Texans week 1. But other than that, I don't really know which games I'm going to. So, yeah. Brandon says, I like to get Hayden Hurst. We'll see, man. We'll see. Jason says, long time no see, man. I was here last week. I'm not slacking that bad. But yeah, I haven't, it's been a little bit slow. But you guys know when it's time to get busy, I definitely get busy with this channel. I do want to give a couple quick shout-outs, man. Big shout-outs to all the members of the channel, man. All the Cubs, all the Big Cats, as well as the Pride of UCF Jaguar for all you guys do. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in becoming members for as low as $3 a month, those options are open for you. Totally optional, but if you want to do it, it's out there for you, man. Brandon says we should trade for Njoku. I just, we had so many opportunities to get tight ends and we just haven't. So I just don't know. Counterfeit says HBO gonna drop Jags as the next Hard Knocks while we were on the stream. Dude, are they announcing it tonight? Man, that would be something. I'd have to probably end this and do a video on it. Junior Jags Press, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. East Coast Sniper says, I'll slide you a ticket to the Broncos game, but you got to sit next to me. Hey, man, I'm probably down for that. Why not? I'd be down. I'm down to sit by you. Zachary Olsen, I did not know that there was an annual tight end summit until this year because of Tebow. I don't know if it's I think they might have just started up this year. I think they just started up, but yeah, I think they just started up this year. But is Tebow? I haven't heard official word of Tebow's going to it yet, so we'll see. Elliot says, I'm going to try to go to at least 2 Jags games. There you go. I don't care who you voted for. I want Howard. Yeah, I've already heard it. Howard, Njoku, Hayden Hurst, Zach Ertz. I don't even know if they're on the schedule or not. Or I don't know. I not schedule. I don't even know if they're on the trade block right now, but we'll see. David Bryan, I'm going to try to get tickets for a Jaguars-Falcons game in November. If I get them, may ask you to join me, UCF. Yeah, man, I'd be down. I mean, I've sat with, people have offered up tickets before, and I've, sat with them. So if you guys, just holler at me. Holler at you guys know where to find me. Big Dog says 9-7 worst, 11-6 best. Yeah, that'd be great. You only got a 2-game wiggle room there, but we'll see. Zach Line says, what do you think about Tebow not being invited to the tight end camp? I think they have capacity issues because I heard George Kittle on the NFL Sirius XM radio, and apparently they don't have enough spots for everybody. And I think he was invited, but I think they started having capacity issues. So I don't know. We'll see. Gator Chomp says, if you can pick the position room that's going to be successful this upcoming season, what would you pick? Quarterback room? Can I pick quarterback room for Trevor Lawrence? That'd be great. But other than that, probably offensive line. It'd be great if the offensive line was just killing it because I want our offense to be really good. And I think, we're good at wide receiver. We're good at running back. Hopefully good at quarterback. I think offensive line would really cap it off. Maverick, what's up, man? Bulls reality, we need Hurster and Njoku. We shall see. Jacksonville 85 in the building. What's up, man? All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set up this call-in show real quick. So I'm going to put a thing up, and I'll see you guys in like a minute.
As a host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
All right, guys. So I think we're good to go. One thing I am adding in to this call-in show, I am going to do a timer. So I'm going to put a 5-minute timer on here just because I don't want people to be on too long and ramble. And plus, I get a lot of people that unfortunately are not able to call in and be on the show. So, I want to be cognizant of those people. So I am putting in a timer. But phone lines are open, man. Here's the number, 904-447-2415. Hopefully I got everything configured correctly and we can do this thing. But yeah, man, call lines are open. Zach Line with the Duval emojis. Brandon says, I miss seeing a stadium in person. Yeah, I know. It was all right, so we got a couple people in here. Let's bring in the first person. We got Hey 303, who's this?
Jillian, and I'm calling about the Jaguars.
All right, you're calling about the Jaguars. You're in a perfect place. What's you got for me?
Well, I have to say, the Jaguars are kind of like, I don't know, there's not really too much to talk about right now. Also, just to mention, you do have a female audience, so.
Oh, we got.
I
think you're the first female caller ever. Let's go.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess I don't really think there's too much to talk about the Jags just because, you know, like I feel like everything's kind of already been said. There's no need to be like redundant about it, especially with, you know, all of the shows that the Jaguars are putting out, those like weekly shows and JP Shadrick and whatnot. That's a whole nother story, but
yeah, we ain't got to diss them too much.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we still love them, but I don't know. Like you said, June and July, kind of a dead season, but I still am kind of baffled at the fact that the Texans are just really struggling right now. I'm happy about it, but I'm also kind of like sad for them in a way.
Yeah. No, I'm not sad at all, man. They've been beating us down the last 3 years, and I'm just ready to finally and I'm going to the week 1 game in Houston, so I just want to destroy them this year.
Oh, yes, exactly. No. This year, no, we're destroying them. Both games that we have against them, Deshaun Watson, he's out of here. Like, we're defeating them. No problem. But I want to know, depending on if, hypothetically, the Jags can get to a playoff, would you rather them beat the Titans twice in a season or have to forfeit the home game and lose that home game against the Titans, but they win against the Rams?
Oh, I remember I actually discussed this. Oh, honestly, you have to pick a Titan sweep. You have to say that I would rather beat the Titans twice, but I want to beat Jalen Ramsey so bad. I want to expose him. I want him to be looking at blaming the referees, blaming the coaches, blaming everybody but himself. I want to absolutely destroy him. So for my own selfish reasons, I would rather beat the Titans once and beat the Rams once than sweep the Titans. That's how bad it is for me.
Yeah, I can see that, and I go to Florida State, and I was raised a Florida State person, so I followed Jalen a lot, and I was so happy when the Jags drafted. And oh my gosh, I mean, it was really sad, and I'm glad that he's gone because we did not need that toxic energy. I'm glad that we kind of got that clean sweep, even though it really sucked because we got all of our good players had to leave. It was necessary, and yeah, I just think that they're definitely going to do. I honestly think that they're going to get a winning season this year.
Yeah, and I do feel bad for the Florida State fans because, I know as a UCF guy, I get so excited when we get a UCF guy in here, but then, for them to all of a sudden, all of a sudden it's like, no, I don't, this player is just totally backstabbing us. And Jalen Ramsey he never backed up the Jaguars. He would never say anything good about the Jaguars. It was just sad, and honestly, that's why I never bought his jersey. He never bought into Jacksonville, so I never bought into him. But he's a great player, and I know it hurt a lot of people, probably more than me. But I just didn't like how he gave up on a team at all.
Yeah, that definitely was not cool. And I don't know if any of the other 2017 players got remotely even the same attention because they kind of did the same thing. I mean, I know that the Jaguars management kind of sent them off, and with Calais Campbell specifically, they were like, all right, let's get you to a team where that you can win. That was kind of the message that they were sending with him.
Yeah.
But everyone else, it was they were just getting really greedy, and I don't know. I like that the culture has changed, and I really hope that throughout this season and whenever Urban decides to retire, if he actually stays with us, fingers crossed that he does. I don't know. I just hope that the Jags get better because we definitely have the potential to become better. So
yeah,
hopefully they put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, the trading of the players, I mean, Shad Khan was kind of in on the tank, and he knew what was at hand, and he knew all about, what was at hand for Trevor Lawrence. But that's 5 minutes. Hey, I really appreciate you calling in. Is this, you said your name was Julian?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, really appreciate you calling in.
Thanks.
All right, thanks. Bye. All right. First actual female caller on the channel. I do want to give a quick shout out to B New. He came in and dropped a $25 dono. He says, sucks, bro. Going to miss the live. I'm in the trenches in Nashville, Tennessee. Duval, go Jags. Dude, thank you so much for the donation, my man. Really appreciate that. I know I'm not wearing a Trevor Lawrence jersey today, but you're definitely huge. You deserve your own spot on the member channel subscriber Hall of Fame for sure. But all right, we'll get over to the next caller. We got David Bryan in the building. What's up, man?
Hey, UCF, how's everything going, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, doing awesome. I got a couple minutes. I'm actually running to work here in a few minutes, but I want to say, holler to you. You're doing great. And, I've just been hearing news about the Jaguars organization. We got a good team running, and I'm hoping everything works out. Somebody was saying about Agnew being a kickoff or punt returner. They're saying that he's kind of like a key piece to the team. Are you pretty surprised about that?
I mean, I guess maybe a key part of the special teams, but I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of the signing because they gave him a lot of money. I mean, they for just a punt returner kind of specialist. Let me see what he's making. But he's actually making so he signed a 3-year, $14 million deal
14
for a guy that's doesn't really have a position outside of special teams.
Yeah, kind of a question mark on that. I kind of said, despite that he was leading in punt return touchdowns and one kickoff return, I think, for a touchdown. But he's it was a big question mark on that deal.
Yeah.
But our defense, they're really racking it up right now. I got a feeling that Saxonville is going to be coming back this season. I got a feeling. So
I hope.
Hopefully that works out for them.
Yeah, we got to get some help from Chase on and guys like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I just want to make this, just a quick public announcement since the people are listening. Since you mentioned about the Trevor Lawrence contest, of course, for the cards and all. I'm going to be adding a few more cards, some special parallel cards that have numbers on them. I'm going to be adding those to the contest. So if everybody's listening, be ready because I'm going to be throwing in a bunch of cards. So hopefully within the next, I'd say probably less than 2 weeks from now, I'll have them all sent out to you and then the contest will be ready. So.
Hell yeah. So what he's talking about, he's got these, I'm showing them on the screen. He's got these Trevor Lawrence Tops cards in here. So I'm giving away, they're both of these are sealed. I'm going to give away one to members and one to subscribers. And he's also going to give away some parallel cards. I have them up here, but I don't really feel like grabbing them. But they have numbers on them. So I know I did a lot of research after you gave them to me. Great. And it's pretty cool, these, all the information about those Tops cards for sure.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up to everybody. Since UCF Jag, you're going to be doing the contest and stuff, and I'm going to be doing the donation of the cards. So it'll be a donation. So whoever wins them, enjoy them, and in just a short saying, hey, Duval till we die. Let's hope that Saxonville comes right back and go Jaguars.
Hell yeah! But hey, appreciate you calling in, man. Have a good time at work, and yeah, man. Hopefully the season gets here pretty soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, UCF. Take care.
All right, you too, man. Yeah, big shout out to David Bryan, man. He's actually, doing some giveaway type of stuff for the channel, so it's gonna be really cool. We'll get the next caller up in here. We got Elliot Crabtree. What's up, Elliot?
What's up, UCF? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing good as well.
All right, what you want to talk about?
Jag stuff.
All right. So, what are some of your thoughts about really the team and how they're going to do this upcoming season?
I feel like Trevor Lawrence could do pretty good. That he could actually win the Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, I think he's got to be a front runner for that, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So
I really feel like people are.
I was going to say, outside of Trevor Lawrence, what player are you the most excited for?
I'm actually really excited about Tim Tebow to see how he does.
Yeah. He'll be a lot of fun in the preseason, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I'm also excited to see how DJ Chalk would do on his 4th season, is it?
yeah. Yeah, he's got. I mean, he had a down year last year, so he's got a little bit to prove. But I mean, I have a lot of trust in him. Receiving yards.
Yeah, I think he'll have a really bounce back year.
Yeah, yeah. Who are some other? Were you excited about the ETN pick?
Yeah, I think people are sleeping on that pick.
Yeah, yeah. I know it got hated on at first, but it's looking pretty decent.
I wasn't too mad about the pick.
Yeah. All
I
right.
actually thought it was pretty small pick by Open.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a Rocha raid in here. We got a YouTuber Rocha coming into chat. They're doing a big NBA live stream. We're just doing a Jaguar call-in show right now, so a lot more lit over there. But thank you, Rocha, and thank you for all the people sending over here. But you think the defense will be much improved?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have Saxonville back again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we get some. Hoping we can get some sacks over here coming up pretty soon, man.
I hope Josh Allen is gonna have a bounce back year.
Yeah, I think he will. I got some trust in. I'm mostly concerned about seeing where Chase on is because I mean I know he kind of gets a pass for last year, but
Yeah.
We'll see.
I also know that Calais Campbell actually was really excited about this defense because of Joe Cullen being the defensive coordinator now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was. Joe Cullen was this year last year. Was coaching Campbell last year. And Campbell, even before we got Trevor Lawrence, he was mentioning Trevor Lawrence and how it should be pretty a good situation. So, hey man, if Calais Campbell can sign off on it, so can I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jordan Smith is actually going to do good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for Jordan Smith too. Rookie. I mean, we'll see how much of an impact he has, but definitely a guy with some decent potential for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. But all right, Elliot, I'm gonna let some more people in here, man. But once again, man, thank you so much for calling in here.
You're welcome.
All right, man. Peace. All right, so we'll get on to the next caller in here. We got, it looks like Zimmerman in here. What's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I sent you a message on the stream saying that I was once a Packer fan, but now I'm all for Jacksonville.
Oh, shit.
But as I said in that message, before the Jags actually played their inaugural season, they used to play up at the University of Stevens Point with the Green Bay Packers before they had their inaugural season.
Oh, wow. So what made you want to make the switch to from Packers to Jaguars?
Honestly, to be honest, how do I word this? I live under the underdog mentality, and I think that with all the misery that we've gone through the past freaking 17 years, now that we actually have potential to go to the playoffs on a regular basis now, we can actually potentially win a Super Bowl under Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down with this regime. I don't think it's gonna happen day one, but dude, like in 2022, dude, training wheels are off, and I think sky's the limit.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And also, it's probably going to be good this season if Rodgers is leaving Green Bay. I do live with a Packer fan, so it's going to be fun to rub the nose that my Jaguars are doing better than the Packers for once.
Yeah, it's a tough situation, man, with these quarterbacks just wanting to move everywhere. Like, man, I just gotta hope. I mean, I look at all this, and obviously, I just keep thinking in the back of my head, we cannot let this happen to Trevor Lawrence, where he gets so annoyed or whatever with the regime that he just wants out. Because, man, that's losing such a big asset.
Well, that makes sense. But on a serious note, I honestly think Tebow is going to be the starting tight end week 1 for Jacksonville, and I think he's going to shock everybody by at least having 100 receptions this season, and that's just my wholehearted opinion.
Yeah, that's damn, that's a lot of receptions. We'll see. I mean, I don't have any doubt in his ability. I more so just want to know if he can move around well, because he's a little bit, even when he was being really good in college football and the NFL, he still had a little bit of he's still a little bit slow. So I want to see how he gets off the ball. I want to kind of see his route running. I think his hands are going to be good, but I'm definitely fascinated to see how he does.
Yeah, going from tight end to quarterback, I think we should keep Minshew to back up Trevor Lawrence just in case T-Law goes down week 1, or like what happened in the 2019 season, that Foles went down week 1 and then Foles would slid in effortlessly. I think Minshew is way too valuable to trade right now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see with Minshew. I mean, yeah, I understand. I probably wouldn't trade him either. But I mean, if the right price is out there, I mean, nobody's untradeable. Someone's sitting here, if someone offers me a 2nd round pick for him, I mean, I'm trading him right now, because honestly, if Trevor Lawrence is somehow injured, then we're pretty much screwed as it is. So, that's kind of my thoughts on it.
Well, I agree with you on that statement as well. Have a good rest of your night, UCF, and I'll continue watching the stream. Keep up the good work.
Man. Absolutely, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, bye.
All right, so we'll get on to the next caller. We've got the 521. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? It's Dalton.
What's up, Dalton?
Hey, so I was just thinking, do you think that our defensive line is better than it was last year? I know we didn't have a lot of sacks, but whenever I look at like the people we brought in, they weren't really starting material. They're a bunch of, potentials, and also in like the middle of their career type of people. And it's kind of hard to say. Whenever he said we're going to double our sacks, I think Colin said we're going to double our sacks from last year. It's kind of hard to believe whenever we're bringing in people like, I do like Malcolm Brown, but then again, he's never really proven anything yet. And also like Robert Harris, it's just kind of hard to believe all that whenever we don't really have, people who've proven themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Jaguars' defensive line will be absolutely better than last year. Because last year, they were literally signing guys off the street and they were playing the next Sunday. You know what I mean? And this year, we actually went out and we drafted some guys. We signed a bunch of guys. We got guys coming back from injury. I mean, and we also have what's hopefully going to be a much improved Caleb Von Chase on. So, I mean, it's definitely. Right. I mean, I can sit here and bet money on it that we're going to be a lot better. It's just how much better we're going to be. Can we double our sack total? That's a big goal to have. But I mean, it's absolutely a better unit than last year.
And I liked our draft. The only pick I didn't like, but I'm starting to like more, is the Campbell pick, just because I felt like there was a lot of other draft needs that we had that were much more much more out there that we needed way more. Such even offensive tackle, I felt like we needed more than cornerback. I get what Urban's trying to do because he does like those fast corners that know how to cover. But at the same time, we could have got Baymore, however you say his name, the defensive tackle from Alabama.
Barmore.
Like I felt like that would have been Barmore. Yeah, I felt like that would have been a much better pick than Campbell. Not saying it's a bad pick. It's just not the one I would have done if I had a say in anything.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't on board with the Campbell pick. It took me a little bit to get on it, but I mean, I do like a lot of our picks. Like, later on we got Walker Little, and then on top of the 3rd round we got Andre Sisco. And then the way the draft shaped out, we got one of a different player at every position. Like we got a new every position like once in a draft, and you look at it and it does look like we did, pretty good. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out, man. Like maybe Tyson Campbell turns out to be a beast. And whenever I hear Urban Meyer talk, I sit there and I think, like, how can I ever doubt this guy? I mean, he knows what the hell he's doing. Right. And I've got until he proves to me that I can't trust him, I'm just going to trust him.
No, for sure. It's just I feel like we have like a little PTSD from the coaches letting us down from every other year, but it's definitely a different year, and I feel like it's much different whenever Shad decided to bring in Urban because he wanted to bring in a winner. You know what I mean? Like whenever we had our last coach opening after gosh, I forgot his name, the defensive coordinator that for the Chargers.
The Gus Bradley.
Yeah, Gus Bradley. After Gus Bradley, it was like, oh, it's kind of exciting because we're going to get a new coach. And then we hired Doug Marone, who was already a part of the staff. You know what I mean? And it wasn't really like a splash hire.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
Like
they kept the same OC. They kept the same DC. It was just like, all right, we're just going to make the O-line coach head coach and keep everything else the same.
Exactly. So I feel like this one's a much different, like even from a player's perspective, like people, even though we're not that big market yet, people still are wanting to come to Jacksonville to be under Coach Urban Meyer. It's not yet because they want to come to Jacksonville because they love the city. It's what we're building here, but that's the only thing we really got. You know what I mean? Like we don't really have like the fanciest downtown or anything like that. So we got to put good people around it so that way people actually want to come here in free agency.
Yeah. Yeah, no, funny. It was funny because like Carlos Hyde was like, "Oh, I knew I was going to Jacksonville once Urban Meyer became the head coach." I'm like, "Well, that's interesting."
Right. Yeah. And and I love like the little things where he has passed with a lot of these, like a lot of players, and even if it's players he scouted, like it's players that he's always wanted. You know what I mean? Like it's like what could have been, and hopefully he's able to do something with them. But the next thing is, do you think, I don't like to get political at all, and I don't want to get political through this, but do you think like people are having such a hard time accepting Tim Tebow getting a second chance because of the Colin Kaepernick thing? Like, do you think they're kind of like equating that of like, why can't Colin Kaepernick get a chance, but Tim Tebow's getting a chance, this late on in life?
Yeah, and I think that whole thing is just a lazy comparison because I mean Colin Kaepernick because Tim Tebow's getting a chance at tight end, not quarterback. And also, Colin Kaepernick wants a lot. Kaepernick wants a lot of money to come back and play, and Tim Tebow's playing for veteran minimum.
Right.
So it's, it's different situations. I do like when I saw that, I started kind of rolling my eyes a little bit because it's like there's different situations where we can kind of make the whole Colin Kaepernick argument when it comes to different bad quarterbacks getting signed places, but this is just a completely different situation. You know what I mean? It's like Kelvin Benjamin went from, playing wide receiver to tight end. He got signed from the Giants for not playing for a couple years, but, we don't see anybody complaining about that. It's just, Tim Tebow being a high profile player. And I see guys like, Devin Bush, the Steelers guy, like, oh, Jacksonville's lucky we're not on the schedule this year. I'm like, what? I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird.
No, I get it. It's definitely anything with politics that always becomes controversial when it's not a big deal at all in general. Is my opinion. But my last thing is, do you think as Jags fans that we get content with players? And I just want to give you an example of like for example, we had Keelan Cole, right? And he was a good player for the Jaguars, and some people like we didn't really think about upgrading because we had good players. But when you look around the league, there's elite players, such as when Julio Jones became available, and everyone's like, oh, we don't need it. We got Chenault, we got DJ Chark, we got but these are players that have never proven themselves. Do you think that we as fans kind of get content and like what we have, even though we should be expecting more?
Yeah, I think fans get content, and I've been guilty of it in the past before too. When it comes to just even a quarterback situation, I was like, okay, we can win with Blake Bortles. We proved we can win with Blake Bortles. We just have to be good at everything kind of around him. But it's like, you've always got to improve on different situations, and what I mean, like, and this year when it comes to the tank, everyone's like, oh, Gardner Minshew, you can kind of win with him, but it's like, but he's not going to put you over the top, man. Like, that's why I was so all about tanking, because I'm like, I am just no longer content with bad quarterback play. I'm no longer content with being the team that has an outstanding roster but can't get out of their own quarterback's way. So, yeah, I mean, it's
exactly.
It's definitely, I mean,
like
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. When Julio came available, it was just very frustrating, especially after seeing they gave up a second and a fourth, and everybody's like, oh, we don't need Julio, we got enough. It's like we got a rookie quarterback coming in. Like we need all the weapons we can to help him succeed, in my opinion. So if you're giving up a second and a fourth for an elite wide receiver, even though he is injury prone, if you're giving up a second and a fourth, like I would give up that all day for Julio Jones, no matter who we have.
Yeah, and Julio's a tricky situation because, we always want to get in on these trades or whatever, but generally players like Julio Jones don't want to get traded to a 1-15 team. So it's kind of hard to, throw us into that conversation. And the same thing with like the Zach Ertz stuff. Everyone's like, oh, we need to trade for Zach Ertz. Does Zach Ertz at the end of his career want to go to a 1-15 Jaguar team? I know we're on the upward trajectory and Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence, but are they looking that deep into it where they really want to, all of a sudden do they see this team all of a sudden going from 1-15 to playoff bound? You know what I mean?
Right. No, I didn't think about that, but yeah, you're right about that. But at the same time, Julio wouldn't really have a choice. You know what I mean? And it's like, even if we would get him for a couple of years, a second and a fourth would be worth a couple of years of Julio Jones.
Yeah.
To earn his contract even for another team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
But all right, Dalton, I'm going to move on to the next caller. But hey, man, really appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir. I'll see it.
All right, man. See it. All right. We'll get on to the next caller. It looks like we have Austin on the line. What's up, Austin?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much, bro. What you got for me?
I'm all the way up here in North Carolina. I used to live down in Jacksonville. I'm a huge Jaguars fan, and appreciate everything you've been doing for spreading all the news. We don't have many YouTubers that spread good news, and I've been looking at this team since last year. We're usually bad all the time, but I think that this is finally a change for us. I feel like we'll never go back to the old sorry Jaguars anymore. I remember last year I was trying to watch film on quarterbacks on who we was going to get, and I remember watching film on Justin, and I was like, man, I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable with it. I was jealous that the Jets were going to get Trevor Lawrence, and boom, we get Trevor Lawrence landed right into our hands. The next thing you know, we get Urban Meyer, and I'm like, is this for real? And if you're a Jags fan, man, you just got to be super excited for what we're really building. I think as a Jags fan, we don't know exactly what we could look like. I've been spending all this time trying to picture what our team's going to look like. We've been adding so many people and so many draft picks. You're wondering who's going to be our next playmaker. And there's one guy I've been watching film on and trying to study. His name is Chris Manhertz. And he plays tight end, and he basically didn't play college football. He's just a huge athlete guy. He played basketball, and he's kind of like the Tim Tebow story, not experienced at tight end, but could possibly attribute to pass catching. But the dude is a straight-up beast at blocking. But our staff has also said that this guy is going to catch the ball. And I believe that it's a guy that's under the radar that could possibly catch 5+ touchdowns this year. I would like to know your thoughts on him. He ain't been in the league that long, and he's worked as a tight end. I believe that he can finally start catching some balls. The dude is a monster. He makes Gronk look like a punter. Just want to get your thoughts on him. Maybe watch any film on him and study him.
Yeah, Chris Manhertz is a big human being, big guy. So he'll be, and the Jaguars in the past, it's always driven me nuts. We've been so bad at the tight end position where, like, whenever we're about to run the ball, like they take out the tight end and they put in like an extra offensive lineman to come in there, and it's like so obvious what we're gonna do. Chris Manhertz is going to make it to where they don't have to do that anymore. Obviously, he hasn't had a lot of – the only real pass catches he's been having are like off of play action stuff where, it's like a 4th and 1 and they dump it out to him and he kind of runs it. So, I mean, we haven't really seen much from him as that pass catcher type. But, I mean, maybe the Jaguars give him this opportunity. I mean, we're looking for tight ends that can make plays. We don't have a whole lot there. So, maybe this offense can really help showcase what he can really do as a receiver.
Yeah, I could have sworn I seen something about him in practice. Caught 2 balls in the end zone for touchdowns in the red zone. He's 29, I believe. I think he's at his. I think he's. I don't know. I'm just kind of player on the radar. I've been watching. I think he's in his prime for athleticism wise, and I believe he's been in the league 4+ years, so he's been working. I think he could probably have a splash year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be rooting for him. Hopefully, hopefully he can come in here. And I know he's definitely under the radar. Not a lot of. He was like we were all wanting to get a tight end, and then all of a sudden we get Chris Manhurst, and like, who the hell is this guy? But I'm
I just think that he could be some kind of surprise for us Jag fans. But anyways, I ain't gonna hold you up too much. I appreciate what you're doing. I hope all Jags fans have a good night.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, thank you for calling in, and thanks for the nice words about the channel.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, we'll get on the next one. This guy's been on hold for 13 minutes. We'll go ahead and go to Carlos. What's up, Carlos?
What's up, boss man? Big fan. We kind of want to sign up what this guy was piggybacking on. Like, who's another Jaguars YouTuber we should check up on when you're, not around? Or do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, man. There's plenty of them out there. There's obviously, you guys all know Jaguars United. I had him on here. There's Jagging Off. There's also someone named Jersey Jaguar who does different videos. There's the Jaguar podcast. There's my blog Jag. There's a few different Jaguars guys out there. There's this guy Jags Nation.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
that's a lot.
What's that?
I know about it. I know like there's the Jaguars Twitter, but just the content creators on YouTube. I thought it was more of a smaller circle than you're describing it right now.
Yeah, there's some guys that do make videos. It's just their platform isn't. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I mean their platform just isn't as big as mine. But there's some guys that go out and pump out videos and kind of share their thoughts. But
okay. You started at a low sub count also, so you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I know. We all start somewhere, man. And I didn't get here by just I didn't make a couple videos and get here. I've been pumping out.
You didn't record yourself looking good.
Yeah,
you didn't just bring your looks. You brought some facts, some good opinions and stuff. So yeah, I hear you.
I mean, my videos. If you look at when I first started my channel, my videos were awful. You know what I mean? It's just I did not know how to get in front of a camera. I didn't know how to articulate my thoughts very well. I'm an accountant. I'm kind of an introverted guy, so it was new to me. But I mean, I learned how to kind of do it. And one thing when I go back on my videos, I may have been awkward as shit, but I did always have some pretty good opinions, and a lot of them did come out to be true. So it's pretty cool.
That's what I was going to. Yeah, as a kind of a casual. I mean, I'm a kind of a die easy UCF Jaguar fan. I don't watch every video, but no, you definitely always was on it, and it looks very good now. So just big props to you now. But I guess I'm gonna be kind of a negative Nancy now. But like, what is people's? I feel like you're more in touch with the Jaguars culture. Why do people still think that we can get like a first round pick for Gardner Minshew? I see that a lot on Twitter. Don't trade him if it's not a first or second round pick. Like, did people not see last year's tape? Like, why do you think people? Is it like his mullet, like, or his old mullet? Like, why do you think people are so infatuated? They love Minshew to this day now.
I mean, you're talking to a guy that really doesn't like Minshew that much. I think a big reason. I think a big reason is just because in 2019, Minshew was our only source of optimism. Like with the whole Jalen Ramsey trade and Foles getting hurt early, and just with how bad the team was. I mean, Minshew was the bringer of any optimism that we had. So I think that's it. He's had some, like, if you look at his numbers, they're like, he has a decent completion percentage. It doesn't look like he throws a lot of interceptions, but his QBR and all this stuff is just.
That's what, like, people who push those stats are casuals. Like I hate to say use the phrase fake news, but it's kind of fake news though. But you understand? You
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I mean I mean, and
yeah.
a lot of people say that we can get all this stuff for Gardner. I mean, I think if there was a 4th round pick out there for Gardner, he would have been gone by now. Like
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
and there was this thing Ian Rappaport tweeted out a few months ago that like there's a lot of trade buzz about Gardner Minshew out there, teams wanting to get him. But I think it was
he should go to the Patriots or the Broncos and stuff like that.
like
That's crazy.
I think that was something that was kind of started by the Jaguars in the building to try to get his name out there. But I don't know.
Yeah,
He was
100% agree on.
he was just frustrating. I mean, that's my thing.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I remember people was crapping on Super Bowl Lenny, like, man, he's not doing nothing. He fell off. And when you got Gardner Minshew, like the threat at quarterback is not there. Like, what do you expect? So I kind of hear you on that one. And kind of just like, I guess, a side thing. I know we all hate on 20. I can't believe you can't even say his name. But can you think of a better visual of Jalen, aka 20, crying like he was against the Detroit Lions his rookie year? If we had him on a sideline against the Jaguars, having that same cry on his face, the same tears coming on his face.
Oh man,
that would be
would
be a lovely day.
There's nothing I want more out of this season than to, oh God, I just want to.
But I do disagree with you. I'd rather beat the Titans twice than like split with the Titans, because losing to the Rams, like, or we wouldn't get, it wouldn't benefit us in the longer term if it comes,
it would benefit
gets
me
tightened
though.
down.
It would benefit me, and I care about me a lot.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah,
but just watching him cry, or just or like throwing a tantrum, that would be, especially if it's because of Trevor Lawrence, because of something that he kind of started, start turning the wheels on, started a tank, something like, I guess the beast that he kept created is making him cry. Man, that would be pretty glorious to see.
Oh man, I want nothing more, man. That would just make me so happy.
And like, okay, like I tell you, I'm a casual, so and I'm just because this guy is super popular. Like, you think Tim Tebow is going to get cut before the season starts, right? I know the past few callers think Tim Tebow. Somebody said 100 catches. You don't honestly think he's going to make the team, do you?
When he first signed on the Jaguars, I was like, okay, I think there's a 20% chance he makes the team. But I don't know, man. There's just so much hype behind him right now. I don't know if it's fan generated, and I'm hearing things that, like, it wasn't Tim Tebow that wanted to come. It was Urban Meyer that wanted Tim Tebow to come in. So I don't know, man. I think it'd be real tough for Urban Meyer to have to cut Tim Tebow, and we have a pretty bad tight end group right now. I don't know, man. I'm starting to come around to maybe thinking that he has a pretty decent shot at making a roster.
Yeah, I understand that, but people, I guess, to push back that, like, legendary players get cut all the time. So, like, for their organization. So I don't know if it would be that hard to cut your next door neighbor. It would be super just cringe and awkward, but
yeah.
But if it's like on that, I don't want to cut him because he's a good friend. I guess kind of my last point, and I guess this could be kind of spicy, but how annoyed would you, or like, would it be to hear that that there's like problems in the locker room with the vaccinations and stuff? Because I know some teams are already like, it seemed like that could cause a rift. Like, how annoyed would you be if, like, this is more of a talking point later on the season if we're good? Like, I mean, I don't know if you see the stuff coming out from Buffalo. Like, they're talking about it all the time. Like, that's like the main talking point is vaccines, this and that. Like, we can't do this. Team, like, if that's the reason why we don't succeed, and I'll just leave it on that. I know that could be kind of spicy, but just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
and do you think the players should, like, should we be known, or should it be public knowledge that the players are vaxxed? Because we know everything else about them. They tested positive, or they got a sprained ankle, this or that. But that's it.
Well, I think due to HIPAA rules, I mean, I don't think you can technically say if a player has a vaccine or not. I mean, I know myself, I'm vaccinated. I know for some people it's a little bit more uncomfortable.
HIPAA is the doctor is that's for applies for the doctors. I don't apply for like if I find out that Trevor Lawrence is vax, I could tell you that, but I don't fall under HIPAA. Only the medical field falls under HIPAA.
Yeah.
But I hear you though.
But I think if like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's certain, because I know injury rules, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not gonna. I can talk about the Jaguars, but I can't sit here and talk up my ass about health insurance. You know, help different stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, I know myself that there's always going to be distractions in the NFL. I mean, now like that, Carl Nassib came out as gay. There's going to be a lot of, you know, talk about that. Now the whole vaccines are out. You know, there's a different stuff. You know, there's a Tim Tebow stuff. There's always going to be distractions like wherever you go.
I feel like the vaccines, like a team can have a competitive advantage because if the more the team is vaccinated, just that there'll be more in the meeting room. It won't just be like awkward that half the team isn't, or that. I just hate for that to be the reason why we can't maybe go 9-7. But at the end of the day, I guess win or lose, we lose.
I tell you one thing, man. Like the rules when it comes to vaccinated players versus unvaccinated players. Like if you're not vaccinated, dude, you're kind of like really on the outs. Like you can't like have lunch with anybody. You can't like. I mean, there's a lot that you can't do, man. It's kind of bad.
You got to, I think, be there at the facility 8 o'clock every day, even on the bye week. Yeah. That just seems crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, everybody can do what they want to do.
But all right, Carlos, I'm going to get on to the next call, my man. Appreciate you calling in.
All right, man. Yeah, big fan. Second time calling in, so I'll try to make it a third time. I won't wait a year this time. Go,
right,
Jags.
Sounds good, man. See ya. Yeah, I got to. He was on 10. I got to be better about. I keep forgetting to put the timer on, but I'll get to the next caller. We've got Charles on the line. What's going on, Charles?
What's going on, UCF?
Not much, my man. What you got for me?
I think he's probably going to get cut. Just kind of wanted to hear your thoughts on it. I think Jake Luton kind of got a shitty deal last year in the whole tank for Trevor thing. Like, I love his arm. I love his size. I think there's something that can be salvaged. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, geez, it was a tough situation for him last year. Like, and honestly, like, I wish he would have gotten another chance to kind of start because he did pretty decent against the Texans. And then I think that we should have given Jake Luton that spot to kind of let him really like have another chance. Just because I don't know, just seeing Mike Glennon again, it was a little bit annoying having to see that.
Yeah, Glennon was terrible. I mean, tank commander from the word go. I mean, it got us Trevor. I'll give him that. He helped Trevor. He and Marone both. But
that's all that matters, man. Hey, Charles, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, I was buzzing out a little bit.
But do you see him ending up as a practice squad arm? Do you see him getting cut?
You're talking about Jake Luton?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I think he'll get a chance to compete, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm at the point where I don't even give a shit about backup quarterbacks anymore. I know we talk a lot about Minshew. You know, we it's all about Trevor Lawrence now. So honestly, he has no future on the Jaguars, I don't think. So we'll see. I mean, he might be a practice squad guy. We didn't draft any quarterbacks this year, you know, so we got to have one young guy in there. So I think he probably winds up just on a practice squad.
Yeah, and I like that. One, I'm going to buy a Jake Luton jersey, so obviously I don't want him to get cut.
You're buying a Jake Luton jersey?
Hell yeah, man.
Are you from Oregon State or something?
No, man, I'm from South Georgia.
So what's this fix you got on? You're going to be the only person out there with a Jake Luton jersey.
Exactly, man.
All right, well.
Hell, I still got my
All the power to you, man.
I still got my Bortles jersey. I got my Minshew shirts, and I add Luton to it, man. I love my memes.
Dude, you have a choice of getting Trevor Lawrence or Jake Luton. You're gonna go Jake Luton.
Oh, don't worry, Trevor's on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you got to get I don't ever buy jerseys, but I had to get myself one of Trevor Lawrence jersey, that's for sure.
Did you go teal or black?
I went teal.
I'm thinking the same thing.
But I think once the Nike Vapor jersey, the hard stitch ones come out, I might get myself a white one, later on.
See, I've been wondering what the difference is with those because I bought one of the genuine Bortles jerseys off of NFL Shop.
Yeah.
And it's ironed on. I'm like, I was expecting stitches.
Yeah, the ironed on. I actually ordered recently from the Jaguar Stadium, and it's unfortunately for him. I think you got to pay like $350 to get it customized. But I think if you get a Jake Luton jersey, run into him in public, he'll be pretty excited to see you.
I'm going to a preseason game in August, so hopefully I run into it.
Yeah, man. That's your time to wear it, man. That'll be your one time this year to wear it. I went to the one game I went to this year was Houston, and he was a starting quarterback. So I guess he's got a little bit of love in my eyes.
I'll be rooting for him.
Hell yeah. But hey, Charles, man, hell yeah, rooting for Luton. I love it. But hey, Charles, appreciate you for calling in, man.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
All right, peace.
Duval.
I think today, guys, we've talked more about Gardner Minshew and Jake Luton than Trevor Lawrence. Dude, I'm ready to start talking about Trevor Lawrence some. But next up, we got Steve Bostic come on the show. What's up, Steve?
Hey, not much, man. How about you?
Not much, man. Just getting the pulse of the fan base right now. We're over here on Jake Luton Talk.
Oh, yeah, Luton Futon. There you go.
Yeah, and I messed up earlier, guys. I said the Jaguars didn't draft a quarterback, so Jake Luton has a good chance of being the practice squad guy. I meant not drafting like a 5th, 6th, 7th round quarterback. Obviously, I know we got Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think really anybody wants to talk too much about Trevor just because we know he's good and we know he's going to be number one.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also it's June 23rd. It's the worst time right now for football talk.
Well, I mean that, and you got to figure he was at OTAs for he really didn't play that much just because of hamstring, and they're being careful with him.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, I know really all I had to do a couple weeks ago was make fun of a couple coworkers and a friend of mine just because they're Dolphin fans and it was garbage.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing, man. If you don't have a quarterback nowadays, you're pretty much going to be stuck in idle.
Well, you got to figure Alabama quarterbacks don't have the best history, and that's because they're loaded with a roster that's pretty much all 5-star, and once you take that away after the draft, they're garbage.
So are you a this quarterback won't work because of this college? He went to this college kind of guy.
A bit of column A, a bit of column B.
Yeah.
I mean, plus you got to figure Tua had how many injuries? For one.
Yeah, I know he had that one final injury at Alabama.
Yeah, he had the hip injury, and I think there was one before that. But, I mean, in a way I am because they haven't really had a chance to really fully prove them because you got to figure Alabama receivers, all their top 3 are all better than their opponent's first, number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, with the tight end thing, I know I said it to you and Jason, and I hope all the people listening kind of understand. We're not getting a tight end. We're not trading for one. It's not happening. You got to figure sense. And once again, I hate to say his name, Aaron Hernandez, for what he did. But ever since Urban Meyer had him at Florida, he's never used tight ends after that. He's always had his gadget guy, a la Percy Harvin and Curtis Samuel at Ohio State. He's never used tight ends after Hernandez.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is making serviceable tight ends. He's making a lot of James O'Shaughnessy's. That's pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. People talk about trading for tight end. I'm like, we could have got a tight end and free agency and all this stuff. If we didn't get him then, why are we all of a sudden going to trade for one? You know what I mean?
And all we got is blocking tight ends. And in honesty, I think he just doesn't have 100% faith in the tackles right now because they, mind you, they according to George Waterhop in his press conference, yes, they did good in run blocking, but pass blocking, they weren't that good.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling if Cam goes down for some odd reason, Walker Little will come in, get his chance, and he ain't letting it go.
Oh, yeah.
I really believe that. I mean, and mind you, this is one guy on the Happy Hour show, Jeff Loggeman with J.P. Shadrack said, Walker Little has the potential to be, mind you, the potential to be, not going to be, but close to the next Tony Baselli, which is the best franchise left tackle we've ever had.
Yeah, Cam Robinson's on a very, very short leash. Once he, if he gets any kind of injury, he's automatically a backup because I feel like once they thrust Walker Little into the starting lineup, they're not going to look back.
Oh yeah, that's why they drafted him. I mean, he's basically given Cam his chance because we have a brand new quarterback, so you need a veteran in there. But I mean, this is just writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Right now, Cam's just getting tape.
Yeah.
But I mean, it comes down to the fact, and I don't know if everybody actually knows, 3 of our linemen are on contract years. AJ Can, Norwell, and Cam Robinson.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much getting a whole new offensive line next year.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
now,
we're probably going to have to dip into free agency for them, right? Because we don't really have many people on a roster that can kind of come in here next year and kind of fill in.
Yeah, I don't even have faith in Ben Barch.
Yeah.
Now, I know Tyler Shatley, he's played a little bit of guard, but most of the time he's our backup center because Linder can never stay healthy for a full season.
Yeah.
But I know you got Washington's star guard, Brandon Sheriff. He's going to be a free agent. He's a solid guard. And I mean, I know there's a couple linemen in the upcoming draft that they're really good on interior guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much either signing or drafting a whole new offensive line next year.
Yeah.
And I know James Robinson is on a contract year, so they better re-sign him. He just needs to have another good season, which I could see him going for maybe close to 1,000 if they run him. But now with ETN, it kind of opens up the playbook a little bit more. And I mean, everybody thinks we're going straight to a pass offense. Even Jason said that the other night on your show. I still think we're going to be a mix of run and pass. You're not going to completely unload Trevor Lawrence the first year.
Yeah. Yeah, and
you're not going to let him go to town.
And I'm completely fascinated to see like how they're able to spread the ball around to the different playmakers. I mean, you got wide receivers, you have 2 great running backs. I mean, I really want to see like really how the ball is going to be distributed.
Oh yeah, I mean DJ Chark, he got bigger. Chenault, I don't know why he got bigger, but he got bigger. Muscle wise, Marvin Jones is going to help open up the downfield play. Colin Johnson, he's going to get his playing time.
Yeah.
And I even think Jalen Camp might make a couple splashes, especially in preseason, because I mean we have a couple players on this team, like Tyler Davis, we got him last year. Jalen Camp this year. I don't know why we got Georgia Tech people, but we did. But I mean, there's a couple guys on this team and even signings from other teams, they were just in bad circumstances, meaning they're athletic, but they were on a team that relied on the run so much that they didn't get to show their talent. It's the same with Ohio State. They didn't rely on their tight ends that much, so whatever tight end is at Ohio State, they really didn't get that much tape.
Yeah.
It was mostly just Justin Fields and Chris Olave or Trey Sermon. I mean, that was pretty much their game plan every game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just hate to say that, but I mean, a lot of people get out of are in a bad situation just because they're on loaded rosters and they don't get a chance. But yeah, I would like to see how this attack's going to go, because we are loaded at the wide receiver position. Hopefully, it seems like everybody's really able to stay healthy, which is a good thing. And since we have more depth in the secondary and the defensive line, and Todd Wash is gone, good luck with that, Detroit Lions. Oh yeah, he's a D-line coach over there now, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really can't wait. I'm going to go to the Broncos game this year. But honestly, I really can't wait just for all the additions. I think Roy Robertson-Harris is going to make a big splash playing the big end on this 3-4. I think Malcolm Brown's going to do the dirty work, taking up the double teams. I think Jihad Ward is going to be an outside linebacker or defensive end. I'm not 100% sure where they put him. And Chason's going to eat this year.
Yeah.
I already know he's gonna be eating every time he gets a chance to rush the passer. And I know a lot of people don't think Jordan Smith's going to play that much, but I honestly think he's going to be one of the rotational pieces, either with Chason or Allen on the other side.
Yeah.
And,
we shall.
But yeah, I ultimately can't wait. I just want to see who they're going to have down in the slot, either Tyson Campbell, Trey Herndon, or Sidney Jones fighting for that spot.
Yeah. We shall.
And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're going to do on the safety side. I don't know if because if they have Rayshon Jenkins at free safety, I would like to see Daniel Thomas at strong safety, because he played good when he came in. It's just a shame he broke his arm, I think, during that Steelers game.
Yeah, I think that's when it was. But all right, Steve, I'm going to get a few more callers before I end the show tonight, man. But hey, dude, I really appreciate you for calling in, man.
Hey, no problem.
All right, peace, man.
All right, later.
All right. That was Steve Boston up in here. Probably wrap up the show in about 20 minutes, get some more callers in here. Thanks, everyone, for being in here, man. Definitely drop a like if you guys can. I think we're about 34 away from 100, so let's see if we can get to that 100 like mark, I guess I should say. Washington State Jackson in the building. What's up, my man? We'll go to the next caller. We got Jimmy Popcorn in the building, one of the day one subscribers. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, UCF?
Not much, my man. What you got for the
show? Hey, listen. Oh, so a couple things. One, you can tell that one guy, if he wants a Jake Luton jersey, he could probably find one at the clearance area at the dollar store. I mean, that's way cheaper than a Trevor Lawrence jersey.
I don't know if it was trolling or not, because I can't imagine anybody buying a Jake Luton jersey.
Yeah. I mean, a 6 and instead of a 1-6, it's a big difference.
Yeah,
about $100.
Yeah,
difference.
there's a $100 number one.
And I bought tickets for my son and I to come down for the Falcons game, so pretty excited about that one. We'll try to get down for one game a year, and so we'll pick the Falcons.
So yeah, because you're up in North Carolina,
couple
right?
Reasons I called. I am in Charlotte, in the Charlotte area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So a couple of reasons. I know you don't want to talk about backup quarterbacks, but real quick, I think we have to keep Minshew. I mean, who else? I don't know about C.J. Beathard. I don't know jack crap about him, but I mean, Gardner is a really good backup, not as much a starter, but I think he's a good backup. But the real reason I called, and I want to get your feedback on it, is DJ Chark. I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't try, or maybe they did, but sign in. I mean, obviously, Luton and Glennon and all these guys, and his production, of course, fell this past year. But if he has a big year this year, which we kind of expect, it's going to cost them more, I think, in the during the season or in the off season next year than it would if they'd assigned him in the off season this year. And so I'm just trying to figure out why they haven't done that yet. Are they just trying to see what they got, or what? And that's kind of really what I wanted to talk about. Oh, and by the way, one more thing, Dylan Moses, you were spot on. I do think he's a steal. I love that guy. I wanted to draft him at least in the 4th or 5th round, and I'm shocked he didn't get drafted. So anyways, that was a good call. But anyway, back to DJ Chark. Just wanted to get your feedback on that.
Yeah, I think a big reason they didn't sign DJ Chark is because he just has a lot he should have improved on. And I don't think, I think he wants to get a contract coming off of a good year than coming off of a year where he played down, he wasn't all into it mentally, he was playing underweight. You know what I mean? I just think it's better for even himself to, and for the Jaguars to be safe. I mean, they don't want to sign a guy that just came off a year like that. I mean, he does have to kind of prove himself. But yeah, I'm expecting big things out of DJ Chark this year. I mean, he's even come out that he was dealing with he has depression, so he probably was having some bad mental stuff last year that he probably, there was a lot of mental stuff, I think, going on with him. But it is funny how you say there's absolutely no way we should get rid of Gardner Minshew, and then you say, oh yeah, DJ Chark's been struggling with some bad quarterback play. I just got to point that out. But yeah,
No. Yeah. I mean, no, Gardner, I mean, look at the team he had around. The whole team. I mean, we all suffered from depression, not to make light of his situation, but I mean, gosh, it was awful, just awful to watch. Coaching all the way to, defense, injuries. It was just god awful. But I mean, we've seen what Gardner really can do when he's got some kind of team around him. Last year was just an aberration. And so anyway, that's really why I wanted to call, just really about DJ Chark. And I'm a little bit surprised, but hopefully if he has a big year again, I say it's going to cost him at least $3 more million a year to keep him around. So
well,
anyway,
hey, the Jaguars are going to have the money, and if he gets another contract, it's going to be money well earned. So we just gotta get in the habit of signing our own guys. You know what I mean?
That's right. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks for calling in, bro.
All right, man. Bye.
All right. Shout out to Jimmy Popcorn, day 1 subscriber. All right. Next we got, it says 681. What's up, man?
Oh, is this me?
Yeah, it's you. I think it's you.
Hey, I made it through.
I know you're in
Jaguar.
here. You're in here.
First, before I get started, how does it feel to be the best Jaguars content creator on YouTube?
Hey, I'm just trying to be the best AFC South content creator on YouTube. I got the most subscribers of any AFC South YouTuber out there, so that's what I'm proud of.
Oh, okay. I like that. Taking it up another level. Not just Jaguars, but the entire AFC South.
We're taking them all down, man. We're showing the Jaguars do have fans.
That's what you should do. Because when people, they go on YouTube and they want to look up Jaguars content, boom, guess who pops up? Your beautiful face. So shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
So my first question, what do you think? And I've been laughing at Zach Lyon and Lucas Agnew's comments all night. But what do you think about, what do you think the Jaguars' strongest point of the team is right here, right now?
The Jaguars' strongest unit, I'd probably say wide receiver group. I'd probably say the wide receiver group. I think it's proven. I think it's proven the most because we have a 1,000-yard receiver with DJ Chark. Also Marvin Jones, like the most touchdowns being the last 3 seasons. Chenault's going to have a great year. even Colin Johnson, I think, is going to be good. I think it's just it's the most proven unit, I think, right now.
Okay. Good answer. Now, on the flip side, what do you think is actually the weakest point, or not even say the weakest point? What is the point where the Jaguars could use the most improvement right here, right now?
God, I think we got to improve on a defensive line. I know we did a lot of stuff this year to kind of shore it up, but man, it needs to get a lot better than last year. Because last year, I think the Jaguars had like 15 or 16 sacks or something like that. Something really embarrassing. They've got to get better on that, and they got to be able to stop the run. They got a lot of new bodies in there, but that's the big area. That's a huge question mark for me, really going into the year.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, my guy Lucas Agnew, he's been talking about somebody needs to ask you if you like fish sticks or not. So we got that out of the way. But what
who
will
am I,
be the
Kanye
game
West?
this season that you? Maybe.
I think it's a South Park reference,
UCF
maybe.
Kanye.
Yeah, South Park reference.
Oh, okay. I see some people saying that they think the tight end group is weak. No need to revisit that. You can just rewatch the stream to hear the whole.
Yeah, the tight end group is weak, but I don't think it's super important, because I think if it was important, it would have been addressed. I don't know. It's if there's areas that's like kind of a back burner for me, honestly.
Okay. All right. Well, you all did trade a tight end, Josh Oliver, to my favorite team, the Ravens. Shout out to my team. Team keep it clean.
I thought that was you, dude. I thought that was you. Dude, what is going on, man?
No, man, I rock with you, man. I'm always in the background watching, especially on the streams. I might not comment that often, man, but I had to come through for this one and try to get a phone call in.
Yeah, dude, I do the same to you, man. I need to comment more, but usually because I'll be working and I'll click on a video and put my phone down and just kind of listen. So I'm checked into you as well, man.
I appreciate it, man. But yeah, keep doing your thing, keep killing it. I love the setup with the fire in the background and the teal lights. It's beautiful, man. So
Dude,
keep doing your thing, man.
Being on your channel made me realize I had to upgrade, because dude, you had me on there, and then like your setup was so beautiful, so clean, and then it went to me. And I was on I looked like I was on 480p. I'm like, what am I doing right now?
Oh, no.
I think like the next day I went out and bought like a new mic, a camera, and everything. I was like,
next up 12,000. After that, 15,000, then 20, and it's gonna keep on rolling from there, man.
Yeah,
so I'm
man.
rocking with you, man.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, appreciate you for calling in, bro. It was good speaking with you.
Oh yeah.
Hell
yeah, for sure, man.
All right, team, keep it clean. Peace. The big shout out to him, man. I don't know if you guys know about Engraven Vids, but he is a big Ravens YouTuber, and he also does, all different NFL teams as well, but primarily Ravens. Big Ravens guy, awesome YouTuber out there. Definitely go check out his stuff. But we'll go ahead and go on to the next caller. We've got, looks like John over here. What's up, John?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What you got for the show, man?
So, I want to kind of talk about special teams, and I know we were talking about Agnew and oversigning him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, my thing is, like, a lot of underrated things about Urban Meyer that was probably not said or hasn't been stated is his special teams, in my honest opinion. And, like, because I'm a Gator fan, so the one thing he really wanted to emphasize when he was with the Florida Gators was that he wanted to make the special teams like really good, not just the offense or defense.
Yeah, and that's
and I think. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go on.
I was going to say, like the Tyson Campbell thing wasn't. I don't feel it was just about the cornerback. I feel like he, if you seen him on special teams, he really brings something to like this punt team and the kickoff team on the defensive side.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and one thing about us is, like, I know I was kind of critical of the Jamal Agnew thing. We have had a revolving door at that position, man. We've had so many different punt returners and kick returners, and, it'd be interesting to have the same kick returner, punt returner for the next, 2-3 years. So, I know a lot of coaches, a lot of the good coaches really do emphasize special teams. I mean, that's how Pete Carroll is. I mean, John Harbaugh was a special teams coordinator before getting hired to head coach. So, yeah, there's a lot of it's definitely a very important position group.
Right, and I don't think you would you wouldn't be seeing the thing with the kicking, the kickers and everything like that with the competition if it wasn't about special teams, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's probably one of the biggest undervalued things that we're probably going to see this season is probably special teams, not just offense or defense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an area of improvement, but and a lot of players, that's how they earn their way onto rosters, and their 6th, 7th round picks, they started to play special teams, and then all of a sudden they work their way up to the actual, being able to play offensive defense, and then sometimes that's how guys really emerge into the NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I wanted to bring up was defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think it's going to improve a lot this season. Not just because players are going to improve. I think it's because we got the proper players in the proper position to accommodate each other instead of just having a star player in one position and having them try to do everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, yeah, we gotta be able to build just a solid foundation. It all starts in the trenches, man. Hopefully we did enough at the defensive line right now to basically say that we're gonna be much improved.
Well, they're definitely bigger.
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot there. It's just okay, what can these guys? How well can these guys produce? That's really the big thing.
Right.
So that's what I'm gonna be.
But anyways, that's all I got today. I mean.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Not much to talk about for sure, but hey, I appreciate you for watching the channel and for calling in, my man.
Oh, and then one more thing, I'm not into all the backup quarterbacks. All about Trevor Lawrence. That's all to everybody else talking about these backup quarterbacks.
I'm just hoping. I'm hoping once the preseason and regular season start, that we don't have to talk about it anymore. Because I'm just so done with talking about Gardner Minshew and stuff. Give me a break.
I totally agree. We didn't draft the number 1 quarterback for no reason. So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click that, confirm and show. All right, I actually got to all the callers. Usually got to hang up with people still on the line, but luckily I kind of got everybody in. But this is June 23rd. There's really not a lot to talk about right now when it comes to Jag. We're just kind of reiterating the same information. I mean, we can do predictions. I'm not going to be one of those guys that come out with lists. I don't know. For next month, I don't really know what kind of content I'll be making on the channel. But I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna keep here. I'll find something to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a lot once the season starts, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun with all the preview videos, post game videos, and all that stuff. I'm really excited, and of course the live streams. But all right, guys, I'm probably going to end it here. Shout out to everybody. We got Lucas Agnew, Gator Chomp, Zach Lyon. I think it's been very very critical of the callers today, but it's all good. Dominguez Rocky, Steph Parente, says another great live stream UCF. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jesus is King says good live stream UCF. Cameron says much love, bro. Yeah, I'm just trying to provide content. I know there's not much going on right now. There's nowhere where we can watch Jag stuff. Well, we can watch it right here. I'll come out. That's why I kind of gave you guys the kind of platform. Let's hear what you guys had to say, because I'm sure you guys are all so tired of the BS that I'm spewing out of my mouth. But hell yeah, man. Gator Chomp, no, you're good, man. Sorry I was a little bit low energy, but it's 10:30 at night. I got to go. I got to hit the bed. You guys know how it goes. But someone tweeted HBO and tell them to drop that Hard Knocks team. We'll see, man. We'll see. But all right, guys. Peace out. Go Jaguars. Duval till we die. I'm out.